Welcome back once again to Scrap Mechanic. I'm Power Man. We are working on this house over here. Well, future house. Hopefully everything works out. I did complete the other side. You know, I had the hardest time. Some people were suggesting that I should just make sections of this and copy and paste them in basically with the lift. And for some reason, I just couldn't do it. I kept getting them backwards. I finally got frustrated. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way, and I just filled them in. But, so, we got our door. I think I should speed that up. I had it slow on purpose, but I think it got a little bit too slow. I mean, really right now, it doesn't much matter because it's not likely going to, the mechanics is not going to stay right here anyway. But, at least for when we're just working on things, I think a little quicker would be nicer. Actually, when we're out using it, it's probably nicer. I do have some interesting ideas for this machine going forward. It's going to be a while, though, because they'll have to actually finish. Yep. So I started with just got the second floor in the place. In the place where I knew there was going to be a second floor. I still deciding. There's going to be a divider door here. Wanted to put that in so we have an idea. But I'm thinking might have to put some kind of elevator in or stairway. I just haven't decided which yet. And if it's a stairway, not sure where. Actually, elevator, I'm not sure where either, but stairway's a little more because it's more intrusive. And the bowels of the ship down here, I have a lot. I've got the feet mapped out where I want to put feet. But other than that, I have nothing set up for what we're going to do down here. But, yeah, this is the landing gear, which we'll start with that, actually. Wonder how, well, no, because I'm not sure how many pistons it's going to take to actually lift this thing by the time we get everything else done. Oops, missed. Missed again. Maybe I should actually put a stairway in, huh? Oh my god. My aim is awful today. We're up to a grand start. Alright, up. Alright. But, no, I want to work on the top because I want to get the main cabin complete. For now... I am not an expert. An expert with these, but hey, we'll give it a shot. Everybody else seems to use them well and easily. It should be fine, right? Aha! Alright, well, okay, that is pretty simple. Alright, so let's see. First off, not do this properly. I got to finish it. Start our next layer. We're not ready to start a taper yet, so yeah. Come on. Really should have done this already. I'm sorry. Working on it, though. I'm working on it. I've had a lot going on this week. I got that new fan in that I was talking about. It has been absolutely awesome. Wait, hold on. No, I don't want to... Well, yeah, never mind. All right. It's been absolutely awesome. It's working way better than I expected. Dropping the temperature considerably. It's already just way more comfortable than it was, which is awesome. I only expected it to do a little bit of work, and it has far exceeded expectations. Gotta love it. But I was convinced to get window air conditioner also. Because we found them for a really good price, and they use very little electricity compared to the ones we have on the roof. So, might even be able to run that with solar power. That, you guys remember last year, that would be a huge difference. It got over 120 in here. And that's just too much. No, nobody needs that. Nobody needs it. You just turn into one giant sweat puddle because you can't move air fast enough at 120 plus degrees. It don't matter. It's like sitting in a convection oven. You can move the air, but it's just cooking you faster. So, hopefully, that'll work out. It was supposed to be here on the 2nd, but apparently that is showing up today at some point. If it's before Kitten comes home, she'll be picking it up because it's not delivered to here. It's delivered to her brother's house. So, because we don't technically have an address to deliver it here. So if it gets there before she comes home, that'll be coming with her, and then I gotta figure that one out. That'll be fun. In a normal house, when you put a window air conditioner in, it's fine because the house doesn't move. I gotta come up with a mechanism, not only that makes it easy to take in and out of the window, but also when the wind blows really good and starts shaking the rig, because you don't have the stands on this one, so suspension still holds you up. So she rocks back and forth a bit. Got to make sure it doesn't try to rip the window out. So it'll be an interesting experience. I'll get it figured out. I'm kind of handy. I can figure stuff out. Just a matter of coming up with the one that doesn't destroy anything else at the same time. Looking forward to the challenge, honestly. I like it. It's just like a puzzle. Now we are just going to cover this whole thing. That'll fill that one. Oops. That, but I guess we're doing that one. Then we'll do that one. Bloop. Bloop. We got this. But yeah, so it's been a very eventful week. What's up, Power Commander? How goes today? Any interesting news from your streams? Are you back now, or are you still on a break due to real world issues? Gotta love when they get in the way, don't you? Well, sometimes they're good issues, so I shouldn't assume they're bad, but it seems like usually they're bad, doesn't it? It's all right. I am really, the best part about building this without a plan is I'm as excited to see what it turns into as everybody else. I have no damn idea. I did that from the wrong side. There. Been building your own scrap town? Oh, nice. Doing it on top of the hay maze. Well, that makes sense. That's an easy place to... At least you don't have to worry about it getting destroyed then. Unless you get a farm bot up there trying to play house. Now. I think that would help, but it actually slows you down. Alright, there. There. It looked like, for some reason, I was seeing something wrong, and it looked like I had put a block where I didn't want to block. But I think we're good. Now, the question is, if I put this all the way across, is it going to cause the door to bind? Yes, the answer is most likely yes. At some point, it will lock me in the damn ship. But that's all right. It must be done. Make sure we're on the... What is the right color? This isn't black, is it? No, it isn't. Must be dark gray. Yeah. All right, so let's paint the perimeter. That way we at least have our line differentiation. Bloop. Oh, that sounds like a hell of a project. Sounds like a hell of a project. I've done that in 7 Days to Die, kind of. Basically, I restored a whole town over there. We started doing one in Ark at one point, but that was mainly just Anric and I, and Anric was the one in charge of doing the town, so that was his project. I shouldn't say I, because I don't think I was actually... I think I'm remembering that wrong. I don't think I was right next to him. I think I was a little ways off in the distance. Yeah, that's right. I was building a giant castle on that one. So he was building a town. My mistake. I got there, though, in the end. Oh, I remember the one we did a town in. Well, I kind of remember. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was an old West game, kind of survival crafting. Jasmine would know if she was here. She played that one more than any of us. And then the devs ended up quitting because there was some problems with the people, basically with Snail Games. What the hell was the name of that? It was a good game. It's a shame that the devs killed it for everybody. Or not the devs, the Snail Games. The devs were doing great. The Snail Games kept asking for shit and changing stuff. And it screwed up the whole game until, yeah, devs finally said, okay, you know what, you want it, you do it. Screw off. Actually, I wasn't done there. I need that middle line, don't I? Oh, God. Yeah, it's going to take a little getting used to. I've never used the toilet like that, but I realized with this build, I'm probably best off learning. Besides, every time I see a video, everybody's using the damn thing, so being a holdout doesn't make me special, it just makes me stupid. I can adapt, I promise. Yeah, let's fill this in. Why not? Why not? I don't think we're going to have a transition in height at this point. You hauled a bunch of farm shops there? Hauled a bunch. I don't understand what you mean. Hauled a bunch of farm shops. Oh, are you talking about the little roadside things? Ah. Okay, okay. I don't know. I think of those as a shanty town, but you're right. Those are definitely more of like a little farmer market kind of thing, roadside shop. Yeah, leave that side. I don't think we're gonna mess with it. But now I got to figure out the shape because this up here, I have a little shorter roof. Yeah, popped them up. Can turn into trailers. Oh, nice. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, the pop-up thing that people took about 20 minutes to explain to me last time because I kept missing one step. Yeah, I remember that. I'm not slow. Yeah, I think we want to taper this in. We already got kind of a big body, and by the way, before anybody else says it, oh, you can't put that there. Wait, no, I don't want to pick it up. I wanted to lift up, or can't put a lift on a creation, huh? You know, I don't think I've ever tried that before, so yeah, that makes sense that you couldn't do that. But I am aware that this thing is in the shape of a giant goldfish cracker. It's not permanent. It's just a basic structure. I realized that the other day. I'm like, oh, there's the tail, there's the big long body, and then tapered in for the head. I just made a giant goldfish cracker, and it's temporary. If it doesn't end up temporary, then we're painting the damn thing gold, putting a little smiley face up here and an eyeball, and some fins. But for now, the plan is that this shape for the outline, this will not be the full exterior. The temporary, like most likely, maybe, we'll see. All right, but that means we want to taper in more all the way around. You know, tapering down is easier than tapering up, I think. But either way, basically it's in reverse. But you know, when you've done 40 or 30 or 40,000 blocks the other direction, it makes it feel like that one's easier. So, for now, it's really the same thing though. So there. Again, we'll work on one side. I'll do the other side off camera so nobody has to watch. Unless we get so good at this that we can do it super fast. And it won't be the entire stream to do both sides. Or it will take the whole stream, but we can do both sides. Because then we all get to see it just a little sooner. But I don't think we're going to be that fast. I'm not that quick at building these. I'm still learning. I tried the shortcut. Just not talented enough for it at the moment. I need a lot more practice. I don't know why I just cannot get my head around the rotation on that. But it just doesn't want to work, so I'm not going to fight it at the moment. We got too much to get done. As long as I can get it done in a reasonable time, I'll be all right. Hey, Fant. You'll not believe how many CLEs or propeller or rotors or thrusters you need to make that thing fly. What do you mean? It should fly easily, right? It'll just jump up off the ground with like one chemical lift balloon. That's my thoughts. You know, one on each side, maybe one on each corner at most. I'm sure. Totally. Right? 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 Don't tell me. If it will even fly, yeah. Right now, it doesn't have to fly technically. Right? Isn't there an anti-gravity mod? Maybe there's something I could add in to help that out a little bit. Oh no, I don't care. It's all right. It's all just an exercise. This is more about just the act of the building to see what can be done, and if it can't fly, then it can't fly. It's all right. But I can try. And I have hope. It may be misguided because I don't know, but I can have hope. Can't stop me. Oh, we need... By the way, I did make a ton more of these blocks. I had like 55,000. But, yeah, we'll have to see where it goes from here. Oop. If that is the case, you have a small separate mod that'll help with that. Anti-grav, it makes things weightless, but it uses batteries. So it's somehow survival balance. If that becomes the need, then we will definitely talk about that. And from the sounds of what you're saying, it's probably going to be a need. But for now, I really have no idea. Like I say, I haven't done enough things in this game to have a baseline of how much things can really lift. So I have no doubt that you're not teasing, you're warning, and I get that, and I appreciate it greatly. That means I better start thinking a lot more seriously about that potential issue in the end. Right now, I have not really been giving that a ton of thought. Maybe that's a thing I should be considering more. Okay. I thought about it a little, but very little. It was more about just making the outline more than anything. Oop, forgot to switch. I just got done saying a little bit ago we were only working on one side, and here I am doing the whole ring. All right, once I finish this part, we'll go back to the original plan. I got distracted. Started thinking about how much lift it's going to take and whatnot. I don't know who to blame for that. I don't. It must have been me. I came up with that problem, right? Yep. Definitely my fault. But yeah. So anti-grav makes everything effectively weightless. Okay. Is there like different levels of gravity, like where you can put it at like 10% or whatever, but only for a given object, or is it an entire world that ends up weightless? Oh, there is. Nice. Yeah, that might be a really nice thing. Only for the creation it is built on. Nice. Oh, do you have to build it on it, or can I add it? Say I finish this and it doesn't work. Can I just throw it on the side and all of a sudden, boom, for 10% grav? Nice. I know it sounds like a pointless question or a should be a given, but I'd rather just know for sure and not just take for granted that I understood correctly, just in case. You know, video game logic, man. Sometimes it ain't what it seems. All right. And this is where I was running into the problem. We'll finish the whole front, but we'll stop going around. Hey, that was the problem. I just continued on. Like you think it works, it works. All right. Well, that's a good thing. Well, we're high enough to fall and damage ourselves. Nice. Let's go get some more plastic before we bother going any further. We've only got a stack, not even. Alrighty. I think we'll run around and do some other stuff. Oh, I had to clean up that back area again. Man, there were so many haybot spines. I gained 10 FPS when I went back there and tore all that apart. What are we making here? We're still making plastic. Oh, yeah, and I'm making regular plastic blocks now. Just to get ahead on that a little bit. Oh, and Fant, you'll finally be happy to see I added some more auto crafters. And yeah, that's what I was using for all this fancy plastic. But yeah, so we're getting ahead. We got 25,000 of the plastic. Almost 50,000 left of these. for now. That'll be good for a bit. And we're just going to let those keep going. Oh, how much regular plastic do we have? There it is. 9,000. We got a ways to go on regular plastics. That's good. Oh. How about you, Fant? Did you do any streaming this week? Yeah, this isn't going to stay light blue either, but for now, I'm just trying to differentiate levels a little bit, so. God, that is disorienting. All right. That's really disorienting. It's going to take me a little while to get used to that one. All right, so. There. I think I want to go. Oops. Nope. Try again. Here. One more. I think we're going to use. Let's see how we feel about that as a ceiling height. That's a little claustrophobic, but not horrible. I don't know. So maybe we keep it at this height here, and above this back part we go up a little bit. So we need at least one more block. That's just can't do it. All right. So there. Try this height. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's much more livable. I think that's where we ought to go. Little extra info on the auto crafter. If you connect one AC to others, the others will do the same thing like the first one. Oh. Okay. I get you. So you only have to set one to do it all. Or, I mean, granted, I'm only running 3, so it's not a super inconvenient thing to do it. I mean, I could definitely see that if I had a lot more, but yeah, chain production, no, I totally get that. Oh, so this weekend, for the hell of it, I said I'd look into it, and I did. The Crashlander mod. I started off, watched a little bit, and it's like, okay, that's not terrible. And by the end of it, I mean, it looks like a well-made mod that for the kind of person who enjoys that kind of thing would have a great time with it. I personally would have lost my frickin' mind about partway through, and then the troll ending would have absolutely pissed me off to no end and didn't want to play no more. That troll ending. No. Yeah. Nope. So there again, wasn't made for me, and that's okay. Made for somebody, and it was made well. Looks like it was made very well. There are some aspects of it that look really good. And then there was the rest of it, and like I say, really good for my tastes. And the rest of it that wasn't, again, is only to my taste. You guys, some of you may love it. It looks well done. So I just want to make that clear, because sometimes people forget that, or think that I'm just don't want to do it because it's terrible, because I said so, and it's not terrible. Looks like it was really well done. Just not my taste. That's all. Yep, exactly what you think too. It's well made, but totally off from what Scrap Mechanic. Well, and you know, some people aren't looking to, you know, replicate Scrap Mechanic. That's, you know, at all, and that's okay. All good. I actually like the little questing stuff and whatnot. As with anything that has some questing, yeah, it gets repetitive and tedious, but that's kind of standard for any kind of gopher quests, you know. So I don't really fault them for that. That's pretty standard stuff. I mean, some of the POIs that they created and whatnot, that was really neat. Like the whole underground drilling and whatever cavernous areas, which I know is part of what's expected well, at least told to be expected for Chapter 2. So, you know, that's kind of a cool thing. But, yeah. Let's see. Am I doing everything right? I feel like I did something wrong there, but I guess it will show itself if I did. But yeah, no, I mean, I just really want to make sure people understand I am not dissing the people who made it or the quality of the product. It's literally just difference of what I want to get out of the game and what they wanted to put into the game. That's it. But it looks really well done. But yeah. So I would recommend it to others who have that play style for sure. That is definitely for sure. Oh. Hi, Commander. Fant is asking if you're still here in case you can't see chat, but you're listening along. Yeah, I saw. It's so confusing because, yeah, power in the name, and it's, yeah, I'm so, yeah. Wait, I'm doing the wrong one. I'm not paying attention. Aha. Hey, I almost. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, it's Fant's fault. He distracted me. Wait, where's my weld tool? That's the second time that thing's just outright disappeared on me. I'm not blind, right? Where the hell? What? The trumpet sound. uh, weld tool? Is that a thing? That's the second time my weld tool is just not there when I have no reason to have put it anywhere. Is that a thing, or am I just really special? I guess we'll make another one. It's not a thing, so I'm just special, and I have no idea why. Okay. I better put on my helmet. All right. Let's, yeah, we got enough. All right, well, let's get back to it over here. Had to make sure they weren't going to destroy my farm. Although I haven't farmed anything in my farm in quite a while, so is it really a farm anymore? All right. Next. Oh my god. Wait. That is so awkward. Okay. Ooh! I'm gonna fall off. There. That's still the right height? Oh god, that's tripping me out. Okay, let's switch to the blueberry. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I lost any height. I think that's about right. And if it's not, it's close enough. Still can't. Was that there the whole time? Did I really not see it? Or, swear to God, I totally didn't see it. Was that sitting there? Was it really? Hold on, I got to get rid of something I just realized. There we go. Do it again. I have a feeling it was sitting there the whole time. I forgot me. All right. So, that is the wrong place to have welded that. Two weld tools. I guess somebody yeeted their tool into the storage system. Wasn't me. Yeah, I didn't even think to look at how many were in there. All right, so that means that. And then, actually, I should have just drank that. There. Now it's correct. Okay. All right, let's see. So, no, I was actually doing it on the right level that whole time anyway. Seems weird, but yeah, I guess I thought I had it in the wrong level. That's why how this whole mess started. Turns out I did not. Oh well. Fixed it anyway. Fixed what wasn't broken. Okay, upsy daisy. Yeah, it's just kind of peaceful building in this game. It's quite peaceful. A little bit stressful here and there, but mostly peaceful in between the stressful. I do like the building system in here quite a bit. I want to finish that corner, because this one will be visible. The ones in the basement, probably going to close in those walls a bit. So I don't really care if there's some discrepancies in the wall, as long as the outside's correct. But inside, yeah, we're actually going to have to see this. Like I say, for those who may not have seen previous episodes on here, it's not going to stay solid blocks. We're going to have some glass and stuff like that too. There you go. Oh, wait. Mr. Escape Twitch. I didn't even see that it was all red, so I just kind of assumed it was the last person who spoke in red. All right. Well, I appreciate somebody catching that, because I didn't. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Come on. Wow. When his finger spasm hits, it hit hard there. We had 3 of them. I build half the ship if it kept doing that. Like 5 minutes. Oh, that was right. I'll fix it correctly eventually. Dual wielding. Hold on a second. I need a drink really bad. Hey, Dennis. Sorry, I only speak English. That's all I got. Actually, I'm going to need a cough drop today. It's already dry throat time. Good, good. Lovely. One sec. Auto clicker plus shift. A lot of stuff to transfer. Collateral damage. Uh-huh. I don't have an auto clicker. I've actually, I have never installed an auto clicker. Man, all of a sudden, I mean, my throat went super dry just instantly. Holy crap. This cop drop is going to be doing work. Oof. Apologies. There, I think that's helping. Well, I kind of understand that, Dennis. But that's what the stream's in. So that's what our chat is only for. So I apologize, but if I can't read it, then I have to, because of Twitch and YouTube rules and regulations. And I understand most of this is probably not even hitting you since it's not your main language. But I'm saying it for the benefit of those watching and listening that can. I do have to make sure that only people who speak a language I can moderate and make sure isn't basically against terms of service is being spoken. So if I can't moderate the language, then I can't allow the language. Just the way it goes. Just in case anybody's wondering why. That's why streamers have to have that kind of rule. We are in charge of our own content, even if you guys say it. That's kind of weird, but it is what it is. There we go. Well, we don't have too many more layers to go. But, 4 more layers. Not bad, not bad. I am looking forward to getting some windows in here to break up the sides and see what we can do to give it a little more personality than just a big, heavy plastic block. Yeah, like I was saying, I've never used an auto clicker. I know a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I just have not done that for whatever damn reason. I have nothing against them, just never done it. Well, I have something against them for, like, clicker games. If you like clicker games, seems to me that kind of defeats the purpose. But and that again, it's just a personal thing, so I don't care what anybody else does. But yeah, I've thought about it for certain games like 7 Days to Die and Ark and stuff like that, because you're moving a lot of blocks around, but I don't know. Never happened. Never happened. Actually, Minecraft. Well, Minecraft instituted the pretty quick transfer stuff now, so I like that they finally got around to adding click block. Or pick block, sorry. That is much nicer. I don't know why that wasn't just a thing from the beginning. It makes building so much nicer, especially with how big the buildings are in Minecraft, you know? Uh-huh. So is there, Fant, if you happen to still be around, is there kind of a calculation for how many lift engines it would take? Like for X amount of blocks, it would take so much thrust? Well, I mean, granted, they all have different weight and those stuff, don't they? Yeah. Okay, so for X amount of weight, it takes so much thrust? Gotta be. Somebody's got to done the math on that. I know it. Uh-huh. That would not be a surprise at all. You know what? Let's finish this. Oh, I missed. Try it again. All right. It's getting there. Yay. There. Dashing my hopes about flying. I figured there was probably a mod for that, and that's all right. If we have to go, because I don't think there's any warehouses and stuff left either. So if we add mods in here, I'm not gonna worry about it. I think if we've hit the end of the normal story, basically at this point, not too concerned if we have to alter the world just a touch. I am gonna go looking for more warehouses at some point, though. I want to make sure I find them all. But I'm pretty sure, judging by the number of them people are telling me exist on a map, that if we haven't found them all, we've probably only got one left at most. That is our level, it looks like. Let's see. Double check. Line up. Good to go. All right. Good. Come on. Nine, 3 of each size. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I was thinking 8, but yeah, 9, right in that vicinity. I feel like we may have already done that. I don't know for sure though. So, one project at a time. Right now, this is my project. Then we will go on to something else. Maybe try to if we can get this thing flying for sure, then we can just travel around and try to find if there's another warehouse or two. I really like doing the warehouses. That's actually one of my favorite things. like a little bit of challenge. As long as I don't forget, like I did on the 3-day stream. Remember when we did the massive 3-day restart just for fun, just to see how far we could get in a 3-day stream? I forgot that I wasn't playing my normal map and I hadn't put any points into power, into damage, and I got absolutely bud stomped by a damn farm bot because I forgot I wasn't as strong as I thought I was. I mean, with this mod especially, you know, once you get used to having additional damage and reduction, makes going back to vanilla a little bit more surprising. And I mean, it wasn't a vanilla, it was still this mod. It's just I was back at vanilla strength. I hadn't upgraded yet enough. Yeah, that'll throw you off real quick. I'm hoping we can get up to more of the islands. I don't think, actually, I come to think of it, did I even do any of the islands on stream? I don't think I did. We did those off stream only, when Kitten and I were just running around playing. I believe. Mr. Rowe. Oh, ran out. I think we'll either taper up or taper down here, but this is going to be a different level for this area. We'll just go back to our dark gray for this one. Differentiate the levels again until we get ready for final paint. All right. Plus, I can only look at so much of that light blue at one time. Oh, whoops. Forward a little too quick. Stop it. There we go. All right, at least we know what the profile is going to look like from one side, potential, you know, to this point. There again. I keep trying to push further than it can go. All right, so that is all correct. You know, I know I was talking about filling all this with triangles afterwards, but especially if we're going to have trouble flying with the way it is, that might not be a smart idea. Plus, that's a lot of work. We need so many triangles and wedges for this. Oh my, that would be rough. Not sure why I'm still leaving that hole in the front, by the way, either. We don't even use that as an entrance anymore. Should fill that in. We'll figure that out when we put the window in at some point. But for now, clean this up so it's complete. All right. Now we got to figure out a lift system. Hey, we built it. Welcome back. So, what did you build? All right. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking elevator might be the smarter way, but I hear they get a little wonky. I don't know. Stairs might be safer. Just really don't want to take up a ton of room with stairs. And am I correct in assuming ladders don't work in this game? Drift strike? Or drift trike and some other stuff? Nice. I just meant your name. Let's see. Oh, I brought that ceiling over too far. It's fine. It destroys easily. All right, let's take a peek at it from outside. Like I say, this is just the basic shape. We're going to add some detail stuff to it later. Got to get the basics done. Yeah. He's tall. Your ladders work. Are your ladders in the game in the mod? If so, maybe I should make those. Yeah, we definitely need some character up front. Right now, she's a little blah. We may add a whole section up here for the cockpit and just make this entire mid-column a garage after all. A garage or just a giant shop. I changed my mind about trying to bring Big Ugly along. Not because it can't be done, but because I have a different idea that I think will be far more interesting if we can make it work. Yeah, I think we definitely want to go up and kind of taper that up. The back. And then, like I said, I think there might be an additional rear pod as well. We'll see. Right now, we got enough to work on with this. Thinking midship here for whatever kind of system we use to go up. Maybe build it right into corner. Sure. Hey, kitten. Must be having a somewhat slow day today. That's good. Box this off, kinda. And we can either have elevator entrance from just the front, or we can have it from each side. I'm thinking we'll probably have it from each side. So, there. Yeah, those are all one shorter. I didn't do any counting. See, that's a mistake right there, but it turned out all right. All right, and then this one, we actually want all of that gone. All the way up. And putting that. Hopefully this is big enough. We'll see. I don't know how much room you need to make an elevator. I've never made one before. Yeah, I think, matter of fact, we could probably do it on all three sides, huh? Except it will be smaller on this one because the door width, I think, blocks on each side. Two. Oh, well, never mind. Bigger on this side then. Yeah, that works. Even. Just the door is a little bigger, but at least it's a even pillar. I can live with that. All right. So if that's going to be our elevator, now we can't go down that elevator necessarily, so we're going to have to find a different place for this, because otherwise we're going to hit the taper there. Need a separate one for that. I think we'll just do a stairs with a trapdoor, you know, that we open up. I think that makes more sense for that one, especially being a shorter drop needed. But first, yes, we're going to have to go get some stuff. We're going to need more of these. Well, we're on 10,000 of those now for the day. You know what? We're getting a little full. So there we go. We'll throw that in there. Gonna need some more milk because we're gonna get thirsty. Let's see. We're gonna need to have pistons. What else? Button? No, not a button. What do I have on me, just in case? Okay, I have no switches, no nothing. Okay. Just making sure. Need probably, we'll just take 10 logic. Just for the hell of it, just in case. Controller level 5, sure. Sensors. Do we need a sensor? I don't think so. Not yet. Piston. We'll just bring all of those. Timer, no. And we have no switches. Oh, bearings. I think I have bearings. I have 7. 7 bearings should be. Alright. We need blocks. Oh, interactive. Thank you. Switches. We're going to make a few of these first, because we're definitely going to need some, and we're out, apparently. Yeah, where should we put the access to the underbelly then? If we're going to do the subfloor thing. I don't really want to have it on the same wall as the elevator, because that's just going to get confusing with switches. So the other side. Oh, that doesn't work really either. Trying to figure out in my head how this is going to work. We're not going to be in the way. I don't know. Because you got to think when you drop the floor out, you got to make sure nothing's sitting on it. So that. Let's grab 5 of those. All right. Now let's get back over. Got to make sure it's not something where you're going to want to place like crafters and stuff later. So that's a thing to consider. Wonder if we can kind of use this to our advantage. So we've already got the taper on the edge. I mean, it does kind of screw up the one part flat wall you've got. Oops, let me get off that glowy crap. But if we were to have this wall or this floor come up, kind of have a built-in staircase going down the side. So you'd save room on the bottom, but unfortunately that's not the place I want to save room. I want to save room up here. So, not sure. Way to go with that. I'd rather use it on the diagonal. Maybe. And depending on how big I make this opening here, I mean, hell, we could just have it go sideways and we could just walk down here. Probably won't have anything straight into the middle of here, so that's another option. Something like that. Perhaps. And let's see. Bearings. Yep. There. That is there. Oh, it won't fall all the way down. Not heavy enough. That will when I'm done with it. It'll do what it's told. It knows what's good for it. All right. So temporary. Actually, I'd like to put the temporary controller down somewhere. There. Oh, shoot. How am I going to... I'm going to end up taking out a block over here because the minute I go to do it, I'm going to straighten this thing up. Whee! That was fun. Okay, we got to do something with that at some point. I don't think I can... yeah, I won't be able to do anything with it. Unless I look through the floor. There we go. So, standard is going to be up. Guessing about 45. That. Need our switch. There. For now, we're just gonna over here, I guess. Here, that'll work. Easy to see. Wait. Got the logic. Gotta put some logic in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Reach it. There. And I want store. There. There. It'll work for now. And want to switch that. Oops, I'm holding shift wrong way. Actually, 42 is probably closer to right. Let's see how slow or fast we get there. Find out. Fine tune a little bit. Until it starts coming up. Oh wait, it's not gonna, is it? 41. Wow, was I really that close on the first try? Not bad. I will take that as a win. Okay. Next, we'll control the other bearing. And we're just gonna... Oh, gotta actually do it though. One. Okay, set that up. Our other switch. Almost done. That didn't take long. Sure, right there will work for now. Okay. That. I want it. Let's just go for full speed. Why not? We're going to be using this a bunch right now, then I want to make sure we're not waiting for silly things. Okay. So, that's enough. I don't like where that switch is, but that's okay. That is okay for now. All right, we're going to leave that there so we don't forget about it, because we definitely want to fine-tune a little bit. But there, one part is good. Now, elevator, I think we should push from the bottom, huh? That way we don't have to have any ceiling interruptions. So, let's see. Yeah, we're going to take this full center out. Be plenty good enough for an elevator. Then realize I picked up that many pistons. I guess I should have. Will one piston be enough? I think one piston enough, wouldn't it? If not, we can do a 4-corner thing or whatever. But for now, give one a shot. Oh, I could have used Fant's big piston. That would have probably worked even better. Oh well, I did not think of it, and now it's a thing. One more. Did not judge that distance very well. Okay. Here. There. Get to start this all over. Oh, shoot. I didn't grab a second controller, though. Okay. Well, in the meantime, set this up in a similar manner for everything else for now. These buttons are all going to be upstairs, though, and probably can't put it on the wall. It'll probably obstruct, won't it? Unless I make it one block smaller on a side. Did not mean... You talk about your really bad finger twitch at just the most inappropriate time, and that's what we just had there. I turned around, as I turned around, my freaking finger twitched, and we took out the whole damn thing. Bad luck. All right, so we'll just put that there. It's fine. I need to put that in there anyway, probably. Is my thinking, because I have a feeling it's not going to work otherwise. But that will collide. So, let's see. So, there. Okay, we need to go get the controller now. And I think we're going to need some. I only have the one, right? Yeah, damn. All right, we're going to make it a level 5. Just nicer to do it that way, just in case things get added later that can fit in there. I know I got some controllers somewhere. Thought I did. Scroll by them? I might have. Didn't see them. Not unusual. It's fine. Either way, we're going to make more. I'm going to need to make some glue at some point. Holy crap, we're down to 150. We've actually been going through some glue finally. Good on component kits and electronics and whatnot for a couple years. It'll be fine. Make a few extra just because I can. Then go find them. And find out that we made more. Or had more. Not see. Ah, there. Grab all 5 of those. And let's see, then we gotta go to parts. Got to get the... There they are. Component kits. 50. Actually, let's just do it while we're sitting right here. We'll just upgrade all of these. That way we don't have to run back and forth in case I came up a little short on how many component kits I need. I think it's a lot. I don't know. I haven't been paying a ton of attention. So we had 50. We now have 31. Yeah, it takes a lot. Okay. Let's grab some more. Right? Cool. So now that's done. Throw that back in there. I see you. One of them was level 4. I thought one looked a little different. Yeah, that one still has an upgrade to go. Oh, well, hold on. We got this. Better now than later. We found it. Got it. We got it. All right. Back at it. You know, I'm curious to see at the end just how many blocks are in this. I have made quite a few. Oh, we don't need this anymore. This is nice. I can quit falling into my ship, house, whatever you want to call it. Well, right now, it's just a lump. It's a garage at best right now, so I guess that's what we'll call it for now. Project. Yes, probably the most accurate. Okay. You. Wait. Not to you. You. There we go. You go to you. How high? It would help if I knew how high I made the ceiling. Guess we'll go up to there for now. Then we'll come back and count it. Alright, so column of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, so 21. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem that I did not consider. That is beyond our reach. There's 15. Let's bring this back down. Left our elevator behind. Apparently, I did not attach that correctly. That's fine. All right. And I should probably speed that up a lot. Oh, wait. What am I doing wrong there? Yeah, we're not reaching that, though. That's not good. Did I do something wrong on that? You know what? For now, hold on. Let's just put that on there and call it a day. Now, why are you up there? Fast. All right, so there. Cracked. Okay, now we're level. Okay, so at least get this part sorted out. Not sure what I did wrong, but that is a future problem, not a right this second problem. Nope. I think I just made boo-boo. All right. Oh, we're good. All right, so up. That's as close as we get to the top at full extension. Oh, wait, we can do, should be able to reach. Yeah, I thought so. Should be able to reach that. What's going on? There we go. I got stuck, and then things started happening on the computer that was not my friend. Double piston, right? That means we have to drop that down one more to put another piston on it. That'll give us the extra that we need, though. Oh, wait, no, we don't. We actually, it's already in the right spot. Do you have to have a block in between? I think you do. I think you do. Shoot. All right, hold on. Still might be okay. I don't remember. Not what I wanted. Yeah, that's still looking good. Happy little accidents sometimes. Okay. And I didn't reset the other one for distance, so I can't complain about it yet. All right, so you are on that one, and you. I think we needed 5 or 6, so we'll just do that. And that on fast, too, for the hell of it. May launch me, but who cares? Let's see. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. All right. That means we're going to 11. All the way to 11. I did not go any higher. I before anybody yells at me, I'll get your good laugh, Sid. We gotta go back to 6 on this. And you know, might be helpful. Put it on the switch. Yep. That might be helpful. I forgot a step. My fault. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Didn't think about that. That's not good. That kind of screws up my plan there, and I didn't even think about it. I can, however, alter this a bit. I was considering doing it anyway, and now I have more reason. That. But yeah, let's need to get rid of all the way up out there. The end of the day, right? Don't want to sit in this nut. When is that air conditioning supposed to be delivered for your office, kitten? He supposedly ordered it. Again. He orders things that never seem to show up. Almost feel like I want doors to close this off when it's all the way extended, but good on that part, so that's cool. All right, let's Actually, come back up here. Yes, if we're going to do that, then we'll put the switch there. Yeah, we're going to have to get the controller involved. I guess we could just use XOR without the controller, right? Really matter? I guess we really don't need. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, I can't reach it. Hold on. There. Now, just to go down. Let's see if that does function the way I think it should. Does not. Maybe it does only work with the controller. Okay. That's fine. What he said. Oh wait, when he said it has arrived was supposed to be yesterday, but he still doesn't know. Ah, lovely. Lovely. Okay, apparently that only works when you have a controller, I'm guessing, so go with that. Wait, I can leave that. That wasn't the problem. At... Wait, here. Unconnect. Unconnect. Connect. Connect. And... Okay, this is, I think, where I went wrong. Okay, 15, and then 6. I had started on the first one, and that's why it moved all the ones after. All right, let's cut that speed down a little bit there. And we'll try that again. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, cool. Now the switches work at the top and the bottom. Excellent. Then we will build frame out for our space need right here. So we know what we need. Absolutely the least amount possible, though. We want to still have a taper of sorts, but this will actually... I figured there was going to be a couple spots that would end up getting squared out. Hold on. Gotta get another cough drop. The other one's gone already. I don't know why my throat is so dry today, but we'll get through it together. And if not, I'll get through it by myself. Me and Halls, we got this. There we go. I got plenty. Okay. Let that get started for a second. All right. But yeah, I had planned on squaring some of this off anyway. So I'm not super heartbroken about it. Just to make life easier for the moment, I'm going to add just a little bit of a walkway around this. I think that'll be just maybe one more. But yeah, so I think that will be sufficient for there. That is the full width of the elevator. Then we can move on from there. That'll work. We'll blend that into the wall over there also. Not right this second, but we will. Actually, you know what? Let's do it right this second. Let's see what it looks like. I think if we taper it in like that, we may just cover that so you don't really see it at all, you know, on the inside, but taper it in. Make it look a little more like it belongs there. We'll close that off. Yeah, one right there. I think that'll blend it a little better. Got triangles and whatnot in there that would clear it up even more. Gotta be careful. Oh, I wasn't careful. Hit that. Well, at least the elevator's fairly smooth. Wouldn't mind taking out... I think we can. We can take out one more row. Just it feels a little snug trying to walk up there, and we're going to move that switch too. I don't mind the top one. It was just that area. Switch. Go right here on the back wall. It's the same as the other one. Jump. It goes to right. Yeah. Okay. I broke it. How? How did that break it? What did I do wrong? No, wait, now it works again. What? How? I didn't do anything. All right, there. Okay, it just decided to start working now. I didn't change anything. I don't know. Make that one make sense. Somebody probably knows. I do not. Actually, let's see. Oh, I did not mean to erase the paint, but let's see. We need a different color for the elevator. We'll go with just a gray. I think I went too far. No, I didn't. Right side. All right. Well. Oh, wait. That doesn't differentiate it from the other gray, though, does it? Oh, yeah, it does down here, too. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It probably had a little bit of... It was probably stuck. Good point. Good point. All right. So now we have a way up and a way down. I'll hide some of that later. Don't need a toilet seat up there anymore. That's all right. Fit for now. I think we're gonna mirror that though on the other side so it doesn't look out of place. Hold on. Shouldn't be lag. We're still running 40 FPS plus. All right, well, that works. Okay. Alrighty. All right, so let's give ourselves a little paint line here so we know where we're working to. Okay. That's the one we don't touch. Go straight up from there? Yep, straight up from the bottom. All right. Yep, block update. Yep. Well, it's all right. Just throw a block down and we got it. Double check before I start doing this. It is the first layer in. That means this one goes away. That way first. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Can't delete with that block. Okay. Go. Should be right. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. How far are we going in? 1, 2, 5. 4, 5. So now we've got that mirrored enough to where I don't really worry about it from there. When I build the other side, off stream, whatever, we can get that sorted. But I just want to make sure I have that ahead of time. Sometimes if a build is large enough, the piston needs to be block updated, and this is done by just placing a block. Yeah, well, that's why I did. I placed a block. I don't know if you saw. Whacked it with a hammer a few times. That didn't work, so I shoved a block onto it. That's supported if I pull. It is. There. That'll at least take some of the square off of that. We'll do the same over here. But I'm going to have to put in a temporary support in the beginning. Oh, that way it's held. I think that might be, yeah, that looks like it's the right way. It'll blend right in when we're done. There we go. You did see? Okay. Yeah. I don't know all the tips and tricks on here. I'm still really new to the game, but I'm learning. That's one of them I've picked up. Just realized I need to go see how many glass blocks I have, because when I start trying to put windows and all the stuff in there, all the decoratives, I do not want to be waiting for that to be crafting either. And I think we probably got enough plastic blocks forever. There. Stop these for a bit. Always start them up if I need them again later. How much glass do I already have? That's not a lot. And we got the armored glass. We have almost none of that. I kind of feel like I want armored glass. Everyone has to start somewhere? Exactly. Exactly. But, yeah, the big thing I can say is it's a fun game. Either way, it's been a fun game. I kind of don't think I want to use blocks. I think I want to go to wedges on some of the window stuff, so I had better make some of these for the time being. So we'll get some of those going. Which means I probably, that needs sand, right? Sand. Found sand. 3,500 sand blocks. Okay. Not terrible. But basic glass uses 10 per. And an ember. Oh my god. Alright, but we get 10 blocks per. We'll leave that alone for now. Armored glass block. We do not have hardly any net blocks, so I guess we're making some of those. And can make some armored block also. And in the meantime, I'm gonna have this one on basic glass. And we'll let these others work for a minute. How long have you been playing the game? I'm trying to think how to pronounce your name. Can I just call you Pen? Because I can pronounce Pen. How long have you been playing this game? Kitten and I only started playing it 2 or 3 months ago now. So we're learning. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, so they'll be armored. That's regular. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, we got a good amount to start with the glass. You've been playing for 2 years. Nice. That's awesome. How long ago did they announce Chapter 2? Do you remember? Isn't it like 1.5 years or so ago that they were working on it? I went through all the notes and stuff, and I read it at one point, but I don't remember. You have like 1,200 hours, or over 1,200 hours? Nice. Yeah, I've got a few games like that. This isn't one of them yet. At current, right now, let me look. I have 341.6. And I can tell you when I started playing, because Kitten started playing about the same time. March 16th. Because, yeah, we both fired it up at the same time. So, yeah, we're still fairly new to the thing. But I do like my crafting and survival games quite a bit. As a matter of fact, the whole channel's been built around those for years. Every once in a while, we'll throw something else in, a curveball, but started off with PixArk and Ark Survival and 7 Days to Die, Empyrean, Minecraft. So you might see a theme there. And then there's been a bunch of other smaller ones we've gone into. I don't even remember any more of them. It's been so long. Hard to trust some of the smaller games coming out anymore because they never seem to do anything and then they quit and run away. Your last time playing was in January 12th, 2024? Holy crap, why so long? You just run out of ideas of things to do, or? Because, I mean, that's always a struggle with any sandbox style game, right? Yep, I understand. Like Ark, I have thousands, literally multiple thousands of hours in Ark. And I didn't run out of ideas. I just, after several thousand hours, I just needed a break. So I haven't played that in 2 years. I'm actually looking forward to playing that again now. Because, you're taking a break and all of a sudden some of the stuff that used to be just super easy because you've done it literally hundreds and hundreds of times, you now forgot. And you might remember it, but you might not. So, could be interesting. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to aim for 5,000 glass blocks and 2,500 armored glass. Let's see if we can do that before running out of ember and whatnot. Actually, let's check how much ember do we have. Oh, we are burning up ember. Okay. How are we doing on fancy wood? We got 3,300. Yeah, I kind of go build ahead a little bit on things like that. We'll get some more ember going. I should have just linked these two like he was just telling me. Helps to hit the right keys. Yep. We'll get some more ember at the same time so we don't run out. I like to have at least 1,000 ember in there. We're getting a little closer to less than 1,000 than I would like. We're definitely under 1,000, but hopefully we can offset that enough. I swear at this rate, I'm going to end up cutting down every tree on the map if I keep going with this build. All right. That's fine. Let's see where we're at. Shouldn't take too long for those to do stuff. All right. Get back over here. I don't even have a place for the glass yet, so I'm not going to sit around waiting. That's kind of the whole point, just so we don't have to sit around waiting later. I just have to remember to go shut that off. That's expensive. Wait, was I making sand? Did I ever? I don't think I set any of them to make sand, did I? I think we'll run out of sand before we get the numbers I want, possibly. Did make sure. We had what, 3,500 sand, I think. I don't see any sand. That seems bad. Sand block times 10 here. Make some of those. Did I really use all the sand already? I tell you, this, I don't know. I'm sure Fant made this. I'm hoping he made this a standalone if it's possible. This mod alone, just for your storage manager, holy crap. Just so smart. So good for the game. Absolutely love it. Your first time learning about this game was in 2015 and started playing the game in 2016, so I guess more than 2 years. Yeah, I learned about it a long time before I bought it. I don't remember exactly when. I just remember it was after I started streaming, so it was 2018 at the earliest. And I remember hearing about this crafting game that was built around a physics engine. I think that was Scrap Mechanic. I don't remember now because I can't think of any other game that turned out to be something big that was based around or built around a physics engine. It is available as a standalone. Appreciate that, Linus. Yeah, like I said, for me personally, I don't know if it's a big deal for anybody else, but this one mod, just this one thing right here, just makes the game so much more pleasant. I don't think anybody really wants to dig through 30 chests and stuff like that. That's a hoarder like I am. I want to hoard everything, but I don't want to look for it. once I've accumulated it, you know. Well, everything's still working, so I must have some sand. I did say we probably need glue. Take all won't work? Okay. Yeah, my game's a little grumpy today, it seems. That's fine. I do have a lot going on. Holy shoot. We're almost out of storage. That's not good. Actually, let's go to this one. Can't believe we're almost out of storage. I mean, I do build a lot of stuff ahead of time, you know, keep stuff crafting. But holy crap. Now try it now. There it goes. It's like Minecraft, but with the Tom's storage mod. I don't have that one on Minecraft. What's Tom's storage mod on Minecraft? I don't think... Do I have any storage mods on Minecraft? I don't know. I know I'm running Bobby. I don't run a whole lot of mods. I have run modded servers, like heavily modded. But right now, everything I've got on my world for mods, now I haven't played in a couple months. Not since I've been playing this, actually. But, I think everything I have on there is all performance-based. And the only... I mean, there's a couple of them... Oh gosh, I can't even remember. I have like Bobby mod on there so I can see for a long distance. It preloads everything and whatnot. I like that. Simple storage network. I don't think I have any of this stuff. Granted, I usually make item sorters and stuff like that. I have a big storage wall with an automatic item sorter in my main world. So they all run on water streams. Yeah, with all the hoppers. I spent a long time building it. Most people who've been playing the game longer than me, because Minecraft is also, I believe, I was late to the Minecraft game. But I'm sure other people have much fancier things in there than I do. And could build that in a short amount of time. I still actually, on my main build, which I'm not even, the last time I was streaming, I wasn't doing that. I was starting a new one. And I haven't even gotten to a storage system on there yet. I was actually building a trader hall at the moment. Why do I keep trying to put that in there? I don't know why I keep thinking I need to go there. I need to go here. Yeah, I'd finally gotten all my traders set up. Okay, that was the last one. I didn't think I cleared that. Wasn't paying close enough attention. But yeah. I had just gotten all my traders set up, so I had all the traders that I wanted. So I was building the house for them. I got one wall. One wall. Everything else is done. It's a mod that adds gigantic chests for easier storage. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've just used item sorters and systems to fill like 5 stacks high of chests. I've just kind of gotten used to that. I don't mind. I like I said, I actually started off. I played one version or one game of vanilla. I streamed it way back. It was probably 2018, 2019 tops. Yeah, it had to be 2018 actually. Yeah. And it wasn't a real long playthrough. It was just kind of get the feel of things. Then we played some modded ones. I remember we had Tinker's Construct on. Other than that, I can't remember. There was one where you could... I think when you went mining, when you used the pickaxe, Oh no, that was Tinker's Construct. Or we had both, actually, at the time. Where you could do a 3x3 square. And Tinker's Construct, you could also do that, but I didn't know that at the time. There was also one for cutting down the whole tree in one hit. Little OP. So I went backwards after a couple of mining, or modded servers. And went back to vanilla, actually. And I haven't gone back to modding since. You would have that as an example, but it's off storage manager functionality. Oh, okay. Oh, applied energetics too. Never even heard of that one. Okay. Do I have any more batteries? Yep. All right. We need 100 of these. Fill this up so he can get us some more potential glue in the near future. Did I missed it. There it is. Sometimes it's nice to go back. Well, that's just it. So by going back to vanilla, most people would call that back to basics, and it would be correct. Except that I didn't do any redstone or any contraptions or anything. It was very basic. It was just building and mining and stuff like that on my first playthrough. So when I actually went backwards, I went fancier than most of the mods were doing things. More complicated. So, I mean, like, on my main build, now granted, I'm usually following tutorials and whatnot. I am not building a tree farm from scratch. Not a fully, major auto one, an AFK one. Oh my, I can't think of his name right now. El Mango. I used his design for the tree farm, and I mean, I've got automation on damn near everything. Some of it I made up, but the more complicated, super complicated ones, no, not even close. I am not too proud to give credit for people who take the time to do far more difficult jobs than I did. So we're catching up on armored block to glass blocks. Are we? Must be out of something, right? That takes 2 and 1. Alright, so I think sand is our problem, huh? Oh, and we're using... Oh, shoot, I didn't even notice we were using 10 of those. I don't know how I missed that, but hey, it happens. It's all good. Just like me, forget how to make search tutorial, then repeating. Exactly. Well, I take good, on some games like that, because I'll get really deeply involved in Minecraft for like 6 months or so, and then I need a break because I overwhelm, and then I kind of want to just go do something else. And I'll do that with Scrap Mechanic here after a bit, and I'll come back to it. But, because, I mean, it's a great game, but after certain points, it's just nice to shift gears. And, like I say, I'll probably be going back to Ark before long. There's several other games besides Empyrean. I love Empyrean Galactic Survival, but the playthroughs are never super long. But they've always been fun. So, it's one of those games, I don't play it for a long time at one stretch. But they're a good time, lots of good building ability. Matter of fact, the building is probably my favorite building platform of any of them for how to build. This one's got a similar one, but I think that one still takes the cake as my favorite building system. It's similar to this, where you can lay sheets of material all at once. But yeah, their crafting system and everything goes along with it. Like, you can just go in here, and if you want, you can hold control and click on the block. There's 1,000 blocks. It's going to just craft those. Stuff like that. Yeah, you can do infinite on here, but so it's kind of better in one way, and it's kind of worse in another, because the resources are a little more finite. There's a little more challenge to get a lot of the resources. You have to actually travel to different planets to get them on that one. So it becomes a little more challenging in that sense. Especially because you have to build the ship that gets you other places. Alright, so we're done with armored blocks. We can shut this down. And what are you making? You're making wedges. We probably have enough wedges. Okay, you're done. You're making glass. That should be all that's left. Cool. And our ember. 2,000 ember. I think we have enough ember. You're making glass. Stop making ember. And you can stop making ember. And you can stop making glass. I think we've done with glass, actually. I think until we go a little bit further, I think we can be done with glass for now. Let me check how much we've got for sand. We have 20 sand. I think we'll let sand keep going. I take that back. Actually, here. So he was saying if we connect this one to this one, guessing this one to this one, then if we set this one, sand, craft, look at there. They all three go off. Just like the person who made the mod said. Imagine that. He was right about the mod he made. I would have never guessed that. No, thank you, Fant. That'll be a helpful thing. Now we're making 30 sand every couple seconds. I have more damn stone than I know what to do with, so I'm not going to worry about overcrafting. And we got 46,000 sand or gravel or stone at the moment, so we're good. All right, back to it. A little bit stalling for time because I'm trying to figure out so many aspects of this, and I don't know. We're making it up as we go along. That's the same that happened to you. You got so into Scrap Mechanic. You forgot about your other games and just spent more and more time on building. Yeah. And that's all right. It's awesome when you can get into a game that much. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with enjoying. Some people get so locked into a game that they get mad, especially if you're a streamer. When you switch games, you have the nerve to switch games. You played something different. We're never watching again. We're running away. You're an ass. When they will sit there while watching and playing 10 different freaking games in the same amount of time it takes you to stream, the series through the one that you're playing. But you're a jerk if you switch games. I don't understand that theory. Do I want to extend this across? Maybe we kind of want to drop the ceiling here and just make this a corridor. That's possible. Let's kind of take a peek at that and see how bad or good that works out. Same for you. Yeah. No, we've never made a secret around here of we're more about the community than the game. The games are just how we meet each other. The community should be, in my opinion, what you're hanging around for. You enjoy the chat, you enjoy the conversation, you enjoy just talking about random crap and talking about the games that we do play, but not getting so dedicated to one game that's all you can think of. For one, then that kind of, I mean, I guess if it helps you, that's fine. But for me, I'd be mad if we didn't have all these awesome games that we could play. Yes, they're all in a similar genre and whatnot, but isn't it just kind of neat we have so many options? Why am I tapering that back out? That won't work because I got to taper that in yet. And then I'm building. We've got all these games. To limit ourselves to just one or two seems unnecessary. Okay, so I have to put some lights in here. Can you see? If we're going to do that, then suppose that would mean this would be the next logical step. Step. Hey, we already have it built in. That part's at least kind of nice. There. Missed one. But, to each their own. If they want to go, they're sure as hell welcome. Nobody stops them. Not everybody's looking for the same thing. That is okay, too. keep missing, which is not helping me. You're now playing Stormworks. Great game for building boats, planes, cars, and you name it. Stormworks, huh? Never heard of that one. So, does it have good, like, boat physics? Or is it just, standard? It just floats because we said boat. Which, nothing wrong with that, by the way. I don't mean for that to sound as judgy as it kind of came across when I said it, at least in my mind. That's how I heard it. But it's kind of like the other game that I play on Mondays at the moment is AV assembly for, there you go, for cars, or for airplanes. Well, it's supposed to be. I made a Chinook helicopter in my last stream. Kinda. That's gonna be awkward, isn't it? That is its only connection point, I think. I am going to have to add a layer. Oops, a layer in up here, which will look a little off. I don't want the roof to fall in, and I want to finish the slope on that. We're going to add that. We'll make it even at least. Now the boat needs air in the hull to float. Oh, okay. Then we can delete that, and then that will match the exterior taper much, much better. All right. Good enough. Same with the plane making to the heavy, oh yeah, engines to make them work harder, overheat or stop. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, if you've seen AV assembly, those, they don't overheat, but yeah, they do work. Different levels. You have to have stronger engines and stuff. So if you want the same lift, you need more wing surface and all that good stuff. All right, so we'll fill that in later. Like I said, that's not something I'm concerned with at the moment. One side at a time as far as today is going. I already do this one. Wrong color. Okay. All right. Now this is a roof, so I guess we're going to paint that one too for now. Right now, I'm just trying to break up the blue a little bit here and there. It's not that any of this is permanent. Might be, some of it. But all the blue just, I mean, it was the first day we were working on this, it was really hard on the eyes. Even just trying to see where a wall started and ended was challenging. All right with that. I am stuck on that. I don't like that. But that's all right. Not where the elevator is. I shouldn't be walking under that anyway. Yeah, it is weird you can get stuck there. I don't want to open up that wall so you can actually see out the whole way. Up and down, but... Okay, and that's fine for that. I think we should make that one diamond plate, maybe? Combination between scrap mechanic and AV assembly. Oh, nice. That's Stormworks, huh? I may have to check that out. See what that's about. Trying to think here. Am I good on this part? And if so, where am I going next? Would really help if I could make up my mind on if this is going to be a garage. That's what this initially was supposed to be. I was going to bring all the, well, not all, but a lot of my vehicles with me. And I think that is no longer the case. with this new idea I have for much further along. Fishing North Atlantic, though, less detailed. Huh. Also, I feel like I could round off these edges a bit. Add it up there rather than just have yet another big rectangle. It's so easy to build rectangles, but I hate just building rectangles any more than I have to. I mean, there is going to be some degree of rectangularness because I'm really bad at doing squircles also, but try to give some extra dimensions. More of a pain in the butt to do it, but I try to because it just looks better at the end of the day. And even if you just randomly throw some blocks out in a line and then fill in blanks, usually better than just throwing a box up. Although I have built my share of many, 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 many boxes. On stream, off stream. My first house is almost always just a big rectangle. I don't care. And as I've said before, if that's all you build is rectangles, I'm not shaming you for it. Absolutely been there so many times and still do it if I feel like it. Nobody can stop me. Uh-oh. I broke it again. Update. Man. I still have my toilet up there? Good. We'll deal with that later. How do people get those to work so much smoother without jamming as frequently? You got a feeling SM isn't going to take this shape too well during collisions? Well, wait, you think I'm going to hit things? No faith in my abilities? I agree with you. I'm going to run into everything, actually. If this thing even gets off the ground. Yeah. I'm with you. Here. This would probably help. Surprisingly, it's not hurting my FPS at all. At the moment. I mean, putting it on a lift made 0 difference to my FPS. Even. So far. It looks awesome. Oh, thank you. It's a lot. I keep getting told I'm going to break everything with it, so... You wonder how many balloons it takes to float? Fant earlier said it was going to take way more than you think, basically. I had no idea. I have literally zero idea. And until he said that, I wasn't terribly worried about it. Now I'm worried. Yeah, because I just hadn't even put any thought into it. I just knew that time was coming in the future. That time is not now, but I have no idea. None. And, I mean, it's not actually that far away. It's getting closer. So, there's a very good chance we'll be learning about it very soon. Like, next stream, probably at the latest. We need more pistons. They make a bunch of those ahead of time, too? Thought I remember seeing some pistons that weren't upgraded. They are. Why don't I type it? What the hell's wrong with me? Piston. Wait. This. What is the size of the big piston? Isn't that 9? 3x3? You and me both. I'll be waiting for it too, Pen, because I don't know. All right, let's we'll find out. Let's make one. Interactive. Big piston is still only 1. I thought the face took up a 3x3 square as far as visually, though, right? Right? What? See, there's that regular piston. And there is the big one. I haven't looked for it in a while, so now I'm forgetting what it looks like. Wait, there. Big piston. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now your brain is confused? The model is bigger, but the collider and attachment point. No, that's what I was going for. What the visual is. That's what I mean, because I don't want it to be visible in an odd way. Actually, here, make 4 more. I need to use these more. They're better for some of these things. All right, 1 more. So yeah, I got you. You're right, but for what you're talking about, the single collider, I remember that because we built that in our 3-day starting from scratch challenge. We used that for our farm. That was the first time I ever used the big piston, and it worked really well. Really, really well. Way better than. I mean, it took me many iterations to get the small ones, or not many, I guess, but more than I would like to get the small ones to work for the farm. Where, let me look. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have needed multiple pistons. Yeah, well, we wouldn't have needed double per. That's right, I took a bunch of them out, though. So we are down to only these 4. When I first had it in there, I had 8 total pistons, but it bugged out, so I stretched them and moved them. We got it down to 4, and now it's much more reliable. Makes sense the less you think about it. Yeah, that's a lot of survival games, isn't it? They can freak out if not. Wait. The only issues with the big pistons, they can freak out if not. Freak out for what reason? They're not going to be moving very far, so will that help me? I would think that would help me. They will not have a long stretch. We're going to put the feet in. That's basically. There. This is going to be our landing gear. It may just be the stilts for the house. But we're going to call it landing gear because we're still planning on hoping. We're planning to hope that we can fly. I need to move this, though. I don't like that bush being way. I think that might work. Let's find out. Holy crap. Yeah, the game didn't like it when I set it down that time. I lost 20 FPS. I'm down to 14. It was fine with it before. It hates it now. Something's jammed or something. Probably the elevator, right? Well, the ramp at least works fine. Maybe I should have used the big elevator there. Or the big thing there. Make 2, stack them, add something heavy on the other end like a water can. Oh, that'll make them go wild? Okay. Let's try putting a block. Really would like this to not be jammed. It is killing my FPS, and I guarantee, yeah. I think for now, carefully, just take the border off of this so it shouldn't be stuck. Or it will still continue to get stuck. They overcorrect. Huh. Let's see. That is not great. Okay, that one could be something with logic. Did I not change that to XOR? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Because it does seem like Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, it was the XOR. I changed the other one, and I must have forgot to change that one. I was going to say, there was something not right, because it seems like every time I went back up there, I could fix it. So, worse when the longer pistons go? Okay. No, it's not heavy. These are super light blocks. These are the light clean blocks, so the weight is literally just one block on them. There's no way it would have been that for sure. That's why we're using it to give this thing at least some chance. So that's not it though. Our frames are just gone after setting it down a couple of times. So the door's not jammed. The ramp isn't jammed. The elevator's not jammed, and I even took out extra blocks, so it's definitely not jammed. Okay. What else is mad about me setting this down? Did I set it down too close to the house where it's adding to the problem? Because I was further away before. That might be it. Looked like concrete? Ah, yeah, no. We're trying plastic. I mean, it's as light as you can get, but or almost. Yeah, I think that's just as light as a bubble block, right? Am I playing with the newest update for Scrap Mechanic or for the mod? Either way, well, with the mod, I don't know. I have not checked to see if there was an update. Fant didn't yell at me, though, and he usually yells at me if I've got the wrong update. It should be auto-updating, but the game I haven't done anything with. All right, there. That worked. We were just too close to the house. Now we're back. We're up to, hell, we're up to 60 again. 62. I am? Thank you, Linus. Appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, we were just too close to the house. I get to this end of the ship, and we immediately drop 20. We're at 36, so 38, 36, that kind of range. Okay, now back to, we were working on the foot. Now that we can move again and not have such jitter, that is good. All right, now I need this. I want to take a look here. So yeah, that's a 9, I believe. So 1 is in the center. We're sliding. It's out of the corner of my eye. I just kind of catch this this motion. This big old thing is just sliding. No worries. All right. Well, let's see. So we need we'll go up a 2. Actually, no, we're gonna go up 5. That'll give us 4 to play with for elevation, right? No, it'll give us 3 to play with for elevation. Did I make these big enough to where I can do what I want to? All right, so there. Yeah, that should work. Okay, these are, I need to make this the same size. Argumentative. One more row needs to go. Okay. So I want you, 1 back. You, all the way at the back. Go. Made world's largest sled house. Yeah. It is definitely moving. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just making sure there. Let's 3, 4. Turn it this way, actually. There, so we can get it done. Okay. Why does that feel wrong? I don't know. We'll see. It'll be exactly the same. Wrong way. So 4 across. 1. 4. 3, 4, and 5. And it's just the length of it. Like, oh, one more rope. Oop. Done. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll put 2 pads on each one. Hopefully that will help stabilize. Especially once you said they freak out. Definitely now feel like I want 2 per instead of just 1. And if we turn out to not like where these are sitting... Oh, did I not make enough? I didn't. Don't think I did. Oh, yeah, no. I should. There's just one hiding, probably somewhere. Okay. He's fine. I'm just not seeing it. Where is it? It's there. Or, oh, maybe we just didn't have room, so couldn't grab it. Because I remember seeing it said 8, so... I know we got it. All right. We just got to go find it. So does that mean it's going to slide all the way back to where the... oh, yeah, I used the cactus for grip. That's right. That's got the highest one, doesn't it? But wait, isn't there... I think Fant's mod, though. I think he's got one that's got higher friction than the cactus. I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I swear he's thought of everything. It's rather amusing. Am I just not seeing it then? Because I remember seeing 8 of the large pistons. So am I just blind again? Like I was earlier with the... oh, we throw that somewhere. Holy crap. Everything's so full. He is one of us. Heavy clean block has max friction. Okay, see, I figured there was one. Like I say, Fant seems to think of all of this stuff somehow. Well, and I'm sure other people that have... Sure, there's been other people that have given some ideas and whatnot, but that's what I mean. Swear to God, I made 8 of them. Ow. Alright, well, I guess we're making more. That means I gotta find them again. Should be easier. Wait. Why do I feel like I already went past it? No, that's the regular one. Okay. Scrolly. Because I did go past it again. Damn it. And for those who haven't noticed, yes, I keep doing things the hard way. I could go over to the other one and type it in. The auto one. Okay. But for real, I can't even see it on there. All right. That's fun. Are we still working on sand? We are. How much sand do we have? Check that quick. 42,000 sand. I think we can hold off on the sand here for a bit. All right. Let's disconnect these. Odds are, don't need that many. And we'll go over here. Missed. There we go. And we'll craft a few of these because I don't feel like having to look for them again. Sure you didn't forget to pick them up from the chest? Well, it wasn't in the chest, though. This is my storage manager. It would show up if it was here. I don't know how many I made now, so got 15 of them. Definitely got more than I need. Well, I didn't pick them up, though. Let me have maybe 5, just in case. There. Okay. Back to work. Then we got to start figuring out what kind of lighting strategy we want inside of here, because it's dark. Definitely needs lights. Fine during the day, sucks at night. Guess I could just go to sleep, but where's the fun in that? Maybe it's when I was setting it down on the ground to see if I had one or what the size was. Oh yeah, I told you I had 8. Oh my gosh, it happens. It's all good. Wow. All right, so I think we are going to move these up higher in the near future, but not yet. I think what we'll use, since Linus is saying the heavy clean block has the most friction, I think we'll use those on the bottom. Matter of fact, I think we're going to put this thing back up on a lift for right now. That is not a lift. That is a lift. Thank you. So that we can do this. We'll get the feet started in here. So because of the size of the pistons, we will close this off by 1 on each side. That even. Where is it? Yeah, we want to do the outside edge. We'll do the same thing with the inside there. Getting stuck. Oh, that's because it's getting lower. The ground is creeping up on me. Okay, so this side, I'd already made it appropriate for that. And this one, I have to move the pistons to the other side so that they're in the right place. Then they will all match. Okay. That is easy enough. Not mean to take that one out. There. Okay, one back from the front. All the way to the rear. Go. That. Let's clean this up a little bit before we go further. Get rid of all of the excess blocks. That one's not excess. That one's needed. There. I think it's going to be mostly, it's going to be the details that are going to make this ship something interesting. I see a few blocks that didn't get painted. Hopefully I am capable of making the details that make this thing. We will have to see. So go down 3 blocks should be flush, right? 4. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we got 1 extra block in there to play with. Okay. I don't think I want to use blocks. I think we're going to go ahead and try for semi-finished product on the landing gear. So we're not just going to use the light plastics. We're going to actually try to make those at least how we think they're looking now. Hopefully forever, but at least for now, where it's not just a temporary visual. I think we're going to want to go with pipe. The blue pipes, whatever. I don't think we have any. These. We want some of these. Mistakes are part of success. True. Yeah, I mean, what was it Edison said? Did he ever get discouraged about, making a light bulb 2,000 times and having it fail? He said, no, I just found 2,000 ways a light bulb didn't work. Not sure how I want to do the actual pad, but at least for the stem, I think we want to go with some of these. Maybe get a couple of these also. Let's see. Oh, I got an interesting idea. Now, how do I make that work? I think I'm going to need these. definitely going to need to stall for a little bit of time here. I've got a kind of a concept of an idea, if you will. Not quite sure everything that goes into it just yet. Make some bearings while I'm thinking about it. I think how to do that. Do we want suspension on it? Maybe. That's a thought, too, I hadn't even considered. Probably make landings a little squishier. Although there isn't enough suspension in the world to hold this thing off the ground, I don't think. So it probably wouldn't make any difference. Other than a slight visual appeal, perhaps. Let's see. Got some of those. Oh, we're going to put stuff away. You're worried about the pistons taking that much load? Well, at least these are super strong pistons, so... right here. We'll throw this in here. That gives me a little more space. Do I have room for the potatoes in there? I don't. Over there? Nope. Over there? Yep. Those? Yep. Okay. Go back to collecting stuff. That's 5 of those. That's good enough to start with. They are the same power? Oh, okay. 472 components. Power is based off of speed setting. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just heard that actually recently. I didn't even think about it. Grab 2 of those. 2 sets, sorry. 6 of those. That'll do for now. Okay. How many bearings do I have? I have 5. Grab a couple more of those. Grab all of them, why not? What about 472 components? Hold on, wait, what? Oh yeah, I've gone through a few. More happy with that though. 2100 Ember. I can do Ember for you forever and ever. Oh, you haven't played the Fant mod, have you, Pen? You can craft component kits. You have to work for it, but you can craft them. And once you get to the point where I'm at, see this the special hammer here? It's got the tote-bot heads. Yeah, I can crack a tote-bot head, or crack a tote-bot over the head with this, and I'll get his head. And every head equals, when you get done crafting, 3 component kits, I believe it is. That's why. Never mind. I get what you're on about. Now you know. All right, now I've got to see. I don't want those. Don't think I care what it looks like at the top. Oh, it's just Fant. F-A-N-T. Yeah. Fant mod. Although I don't think he's that fussy. He wasn't when I was asking how to say his name, so. How do I want this, and is it workable? I think it might be. Okay, let's get this out of there. Okay, it's just a basic concept of this idea yet. It is not final. Just try and think of how it might work. We're just going to build one out, I think. We have 2 layers to go. Okay. There. Definitely going to need more of those if we're going to do it. There. Then Phantom Mod sounds much better than well, yeah, but his name is Fant, so wish they had just a half crescent that would match with all this. I don't know if there's anything like that just offhand. Oh, and I didn't bring any of the... All right, we need to... I kind of like that, though. I kind of like that. They're going to be connected. We need the heavy Those heavy blocks that Linus was talking about. Thanks as always, Linus. Always a big help, by the way. Appreciate it. Your brain is kind of a trust. All right, let's see. I never even thought about translate. Is there actually things for translating live streams as they go? Can they? Is that a thing that I know they've been working on it for forever, but wasn't sure if it was actually something accomplished yet. Let's pop a few more of these. I need to get those heavy cleans for the friction so we don't slide down the hills. And definitely I want some triangles. Or not triangles, wedges, I think. Also for the feet. Not sure 100% on other things. I'm just going to keep making stuff in the moment. I know I'm going to need a bunch of these if I continue on with that design I'm working on. Oh wait, what if I do? Then it won't close off. I was going to say I could do something where the feet kind of spread at the bottom, but then it won't make a solid floor when everything's closed up. So I don't think I want to go that route. Back to these. Trying to think here. Some words like sorcery and success you use a translator. Oh, okay. What's your native language? I'm always impressed when other people come in and English isn't their first language. They come in and carry on a good conversation. It's always good. And don't worry, some people will, but I won't. Not going to tease you about you say something incorrect. I mean, if it's funny, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, but you've made more effort to learn my language than I've ever made for anyone else's. I think the only Swedish word I know offhand isn't smorgasbord a Swedish word, I believe. I think that's the only one I know. That, yeah. If that counts, then I'll take credit for it. But yep, I had no idea. But yeah, Linus is Swedish as well. I have a little Swedish in me. Just it's not actually. It's not much. Mostly Norwegian, actually. Norwegian is first or second. German is the most that I have. I'm half German, about a quarter Norwegian, and then there's like an eighth Irish, Swedish, and all this other stuff's mixed in the rest, and I have no idea. It's we had some busy ancestors fraternizing with other groups, apparently. They were very friendly people. Let's see. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything I would want to use for the feet, perhaps, that I hadn't considered otherwise. Oh, that's kind of... I don't think it goes up high enough to be the half round I was talking about. So, not quite. Oh, but these would have looked good for stuff that I'm doing. I forgot these were totally forgot these were a thing. Ah. I might have to get in on those in a little bit. Try that. But for now, I think I'm not seeing anything that really screams. I mean, that's kind of nice, but it's obvious palette. I've already used one as a desk. I think I've stretched the limit of imagination on the palettes. All right. All right, so yeah, I think we're just gonna go with standard blocks. Let's get back to blocks here. Clean heavy. Heavy, is that clean heavy? That is heavy clean, whatever. Ooh, that is very, very heavy. Is there another one that isn't anywhere near that heavy that has high friction without being a cactus that's a solid block, or is that the only thing we got to choose from? Because that's really heavy. Holy crap. I shouldn't have been surprised, I guess, but I am. Can I have a medium heavy with friction, with high friction? Um, let's see what other options we got in here. Looking at friction more than anything else. Brick, no. Brick looks like it just not for this build, definitely. Diamond plate, a little better. I mean, let's face it, no matter what I put on there, the damn thing's going to slide. So, just a happy medium between that weight and friction would be nice. Don't really want to use more of that. What was, diamond plate, huh? That seems like a bit of a happy medium-ish. But, let's make a few while we're waiting. I need to see if we can find any triangles. Hopefully they have triangle diamond plate. Right. You don't think there's any other higher block, but I don't know the Fant mod much. Yeah. Understandable. Diamond plate wedge. So we definitely, and these are only 2 per, so we're gonna need a little bit. Oh shoot, we're gonna need both. All right, so we'll let it make its thing. Let's come over here. Make that one. And actually, we're going to connect that one to that one. Those can both make diamond plate, and this one can make the wedge. So we'll let some of these craft up here quick. Yeah. All right. What's it take to make diamond plate? I didn't even realize. Am I going to completely deplete myself out of something? Where am I? Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's just iron or metal. Okay, that's fine. We got lots and lots of that, I think. If not, we have a ton of scrap metal blocks. So, okay, we're good there too. How much scrap metal do we have? That's tools. That is not going to help. Almost 5,000 scrap metal. That's all right. 1,000 metal. Don't have a lot of concrete, but metal. We have almost 1,000. That's not great. Metal block 1, 16,000. I think we can afford to waste some and make some extra diamond plate. I think we're good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Speaking of mining, when I took Big Ugly out last time, I got into a fight with a farm bot, and for some reason, every time I fight him with the blades here, he always takes out a bunch of my drills. And he didn't break the bearings on either end, whatever. He only broke them to about here, and he only broke the bottom 2. When I replaced everything, all of a sudden this thing didn't want to farm properly anymore. I don't know why. It was having trouble, and I'm not sure what happened. Wait. Pop the trunk open here. Realized I didn't check the gas when I parked it. Oh, we're mostly full. That's fine. That'll do. Your brain is something by everything you see. Is it a good something or a bad something? Yeah, I don't know what's causing that problem. It just wasn't. I was mining right before and it was fine, and then afterwards, no good. It just was barely working at all. All right, that's right. We're making diamond plate. North and Kalmar to the Pacific. Not naming cities though. Alrighty, where am I? Okay, diamond plate. We've got plenty. Now, wedge. Diamond plate. There. 350. Most likely plenty. Stop these. Disconnect that again. Oh, the English word for it, though. Now, if it's a place, there may not be one. Let's see. We'll just grab 100 of these. And go back to the blocks. 100 of those, and we'll see. That's all right. I understood. I understood what you meant. Hey. 4 hours away from you by car. Now, in Sweden, that's actually a long drive, right? Like, that would be on the other side of the country, damn near. If I understand size correctly. For other countries. In the U.S., that's pretty much your neighbor. We've got just such expanse in places, it's ridiculous. All right. Oh, I meant to. Oh no, that wouldn't work if I did that on the top. It only works if I do that on the bottom, and it's probably not even necessary. But all right, so diamond plate. Oh wait, I should do the other one now that I have more parts. Hold on. Hold on, please hold. And I totally didn't even pick up any of the pipe pieces. Did I? No, I just grabbed the damn diamond plate. Man. It's about 15 hours from one side to the other side on the long side. Oh, okay. That's pretty far. Well, then again, I suppose it depends on how fast you're allowed to drive. We're thinking at like 80 miles an hour, which, what would that be? Like 130 kilometers an hour, give or take? 150? 30 to 150, somewhere in there, kilometers an hour. I don't know what your speed limits are, so. But that's kind of what I was judging it off of, was 80 miles an hour. I wonder now how far off I am on that kilometer conversion. Anyway, I'm not great at my conversions on stuff like that off the top of my head. All right, so we got those, we got those, we got those. My inventory is probably now full of those, damn near. Yep. Cool. Back to it again. 128. That's not that far off. That's closer than I thought it was going to be. All right. So the state that I live in, I am semi-central. I'm a little north of central, but not a lot. And for me to get to semi-south would be just of this state, would be about 5 hours, 5.5 hours. Keep in mind, there's still another 2 hours north of where I am before you hit the border. And from south, I don't know. I think it's maybe another hour. So it'd be about 8 hours total just for the state that we're in. That's what I mean. So I have a hard time. I know Europeans, Europe and Scandinavia and all that, you know, they have. It just looks small to us American peoples because we're used to the stupidly huge map, you know. So I always like to talk about that kind of stuff so I get a little better perspective of reality on that instead of just what it looks like, you know, on a map to me. Makes it a little more real. Did I go? I went too far down if I'm really wanting to do blocks, didn't I? Because that, yeah, that's level. Okay. It's all right. It might look okay. It's not, believe it or not, this is not the plan I was mentioning in the beginning. Shocking, I know. That something changed mid. Oops. Thought I grabbed those other blocks. Not. Changed midstream once again. Okay, so you go forward one. All right. And get this off of here. And yeah. There. That's going to screw that up. Oh, that's right. That would be a different one anyway. So there. I don't think that. Oh no, it is right. Okay. There. This one is wrong. That one would be right, and then we have to get triangle pieces to fill in the gap. Sure thing, Pen. Nice to meet you. Thanks for swinging by. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, because you sound like you wanted to see the next one. And I'd hate for you to miss it if you want to see it. Plus, you were fun to have around. Okay. Now, I need... Let's just hook it up to a switch and extend that piston. See if it can even move anything. I'm quite curious to see if it'll lift it. I'm guessing, from the words that you guys were saying, it's probably not happening there. Okay, and we need just... Wait. Why can't I just... That's an odd thing. Okay. That. That over there, get that over there. That up there. That down there. And go 5. Yeah. Give that a shot. Actually, help. Let's go 10. That way we definitely aren't missing. 10. Strong as it can go. We're going to need to do... Well, what we can do... Hold on. Can do all of these. If it'll lift the front end or not. There. We can't even lift the nose off the ground. I'm scared. Alright. We're going to need... So, I think we might be better off then with like 4 individual pistons on each one. If we're hoping to make that work. Like... That's going to require a lot of controllers. But before we give up completely, let's throw them all into some... Oh, it's trying. I was going to say, let's see what happens when we have all of them going as best they can. Put them all at 15. It's the legs are shaky, but they're doing a job. Let me get outside and take a look. I think it might be working. Oh. Well, the back is working. The front is dying inside slowly. Because there's a lot more blocks up front. Well, oh, I don't really want to put in another set, but I could. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Miles per hour to kilometers just times or divide by 1.6. More speed? More power? I don't have any more speed. I can't give it more speed. Can I? Did I not turn it all the way up? No, I've got them all the way up. I don't know why I couldn't actually adjust these when they were on their own. I did it with the other one, didn't I? I swear I did. Yeah, on the 3-day one. I have to click in a different spot to interact with it better? I don't know. Oh, here. Put them right to... Oh, I did. That's what I'm saying. I was having an issue. Here. That's why I went to the controller, because it was being weird. So let me do it again. See, there's no ability to change. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know why. I remember being able to change the range and whatnot on it before. So, something else I'm doing that's incorrect. Or is there just something going weird? Because, yeah, that was my first thought, too, is, you know, I could put that on there, but then when it didn't work, I plopped down a controller, and all of a sudden, you know, then I could do it, but it wasn't adjusting the maximum, obviously. Do you know what's causing that, Linus, or what I'm doing incorrectly? Make that a problem? Gonna load and check. Yeah, it's a weird thing, isn't it? Right? It's not just me. That's not supposed to be that way. That is odd, right? Yeah, I've got no slider on here. That is definitely not what it used to do. Wonder if I just need to reload the game. I really wanted to get our little feet under it. We've got a roof, though. And we've got a layout for a wall. We've got elevators. We fell off the elevator because I had to take the walls or the floors out at first. Yeah, okay, so it's not just my imagination. My game is just being weird. All right. But yeah, like I say, I'll do this part so that you guys don't have to sit and watch through that. But we'll get that going. Getting another level in. But yeah, in the meantime, here, let's try reloading and see what happens. Because I agree, something is not correct there. All right, we're not going to do a full reload. We'll just go to here. But sometimes it takes 5 seconds, sometimes it takes 3 minutes. So we'll see. This one's looking like it's going okay for the reload. Okay. Let's see. I've got a bunch of crap on me. I don't want those, so hold on. Get rid of the hammer. Get rid of the clouds. That'll be good enough. Oh, what? I just realized I have not done my skill in a while. Oh, wow. Yeah, I got some points. Get rid of refine is all I got left. 25. We're 25% of the way there. All right. E. Hey, looky. It's working. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. That was weird. Let's go to 16. Oh. All right. Fourth one. 15. Fourth one. Here. That's a little shorter. We'll go to like 17, 18, 19, something like that. And fourth one. Somewhere in that vicinity. It'll get us close enough. And I think we need to fire that into this. Then that's not enough, so go one more. I think I'm being attacked. Hold on. I thought they wouldn't attack stuff if they couldn't see it. Maybe he was just running by. I don't know. We're going to kill him anyway. Get rid of him. You're too close to my stuff. Leave it alone. Yeah, I remember that when I had just the basic wire frame, haybots kept showing up and breaking it. Good thing we're not going to be this high off the ground or we'll never get into the house. I only want it to be up just a little bit. But I want to test beforehand. All right, where are we at? We're on 5. So, wait. That one's already on 5. Okay. These I didn't move. There. There. Probably get in through the leg holes. Yeah, I thought about it. See, why are these up? Oh, that's right, because they're on that one. Alright, we'll just leave that at 15. You can't do the controller with the modded ones, huh? Because it'll only go to 15, is that it? And the speed, I guess, is just going to stay vanilla speed? Guess we have to go higher. 10. Go down 2 more. More. 2 more. Also, side note, scroll on the sliders to fine adjust stepwise and click. Okay. Well, if it can't go full speed, then it won't make it because we wouldn't be able to get up to this power level anyway. Let's let ourselves down. We'll go into there. Yeah. So there and oh. Hold on. I'm here. There. Let's try this again. Well, how do we have? They're reversed. I did them backwards. Never mind. All right. Better yet. Here. Instead of thinking around with that and doing it wrong, put them on the damn switch. We'll just put them all on the switch. Way more sense. Turned with another controller. There. Tell if I'm there. Okay, there we go. Still kind of learning what the maximum range is. Done. Alright, let's try this again. I'll probably have to go mess with these individually. There. And start at 4, so I think probably don't even need to do all of those. Back end already could lift under standard pressure. I will fine tune at a later time. Now, more curious of getting it to work and what a rough level of strength I need to make that happen. Okay, so we are at proper height all the way around now. Not that it's going to stay this high, like I said, but oh, I can't reach that switch from here. All right, we'll put a toilet on it and don't need a toilet. What am I thinking? I'm not on the lift at the moment. I can actually use it. No problem. Did to seem to make that as long of a jump as I could possibly get myself, though. That was lovely. Okay. So, now, let's put this down. Let's see what 8 looks like for a height. I think we're going to be a little less than that, but this in a little bit. I think I actually went to 7 on one of those. It's fine. It's close enough. I'm going to dial it in more precisely at a later time. I'm just trying to hurry so we get at least an idea of the progress of this park. Always right at the end. You got to rush a bit. Whoa. Did I not lower one of them enough? Over lower that one? You are acting a little odd too. Anyway, let's take a look at the foot. Not sure I'm a big fan of seeing piston. Paint those? Okay, you can, so that's something. Okay, I'm a little bit bigger of a fan of seeing the piston now. It's not so bad. That actually works out. This just... I almost feel like we need to open this up another row and make this wider in between. I kind of like the little knuckle here, even if it's completely pointless overall. This joint in between isn't my favorite, but hey, Grumpy, you're lurking. Well, you only have to lurk for about 8 more minutes. I like this. I don't know if I like these 3 together. Plus, I'd need to paint my bearings. Well, I'm going to do that at the end. I'll just put a bearing on it, paint bucket, and paint all. But is there a square that comes in from all sides to taper into a circle? And remove that in-between pipe. You mean this one? Are you talking about this one right here for the in-between pipe? Also, one of those ain't attached. Wouldn't doubt it. I hadn't gone through to weld anything. I'd have to put it on the lift to see it. Never mind. Well, I could, but then I'd have to move the pistons down one, so it's not really going to save me there. Like I say, it's more the flat panel here. Then this. I don't mind this. I just, where this and this comes together, and then where this and this comes together seems awkward. The transitions. It would probably do me better to use square to go with this square, square, square. You know what I mean? The round in the middle just kind of what makes it out of place, I think. The bottom T you have there is flipped, so it's not attached. Oh, I get you. Yeah, right here. Work that. I don't know if I can actually put it back on now. I saw it fall a little bit when I did that. Definitely not attached now. I'll have to put it on a lift. I'll have to actually put it on the lift. Which, that means I'm going to have trouble getting to it. I think we're going to take this out anyway. Not 100% what I want, so. There. Fixed it. But that is as close as I was thinking to the basic idea I had, but it's not quite it. What if there is a way it might still work. That way is only move down to where these are flush. So that would be what? 4 blocks, give or take. Start at the 0, shift. 4. Go. 4. Look like 4, but 4 scrolls. Closest I can do offhand at the moment. That wasn't at 0. Oh wait, it would be 3 anyway because it starts at 1. Oopsie. Fine. I'm gonna keep it even though at the moment. I don't think this is right, so fine. That's definitely wrong. I just want to see if it even gets close to staying in that well and how that looks. We would want to connect these. That way you just don't see the piston at all. Wait. One of you is being... Actually, I think it's... Yeah, wait. It's... Why are you being... Here. Have some more power. That's not enough, huh? How far do I have to go? Holy crap. There's something else wrong here? Yeah. They just can't seem to do it. Alright, let's go look and see how that looks on the foot. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to cut this off. And we'll mount that to a ski, basically. That's my thought at the moment. We'll like mount that to a ski here instead of having it separated. So, there. So, there, because that'll be a... We'll have to do a pipe, right? I think. Damn slippery. Just try to do this quick. Oh, you ass. Yep. Trying to kind of get a little bit of an idea. I think that and lift it again, aren't I? Yep. That. I can always open this up a little bit again, and we can do this kind of thing around the outside. I don't know if I like that one. I think... Why down? I don't want to go down. No, no, no. I think that would look better than just the... I don't think they make a 3. I think there's a 2 where it's shorter on one side and longer on the other. That fit. I think that is a fairly decent looking foot, though. What do you guys think? I think that might be a good way to start. Fortunately, I can't weld this because it's not on the lift at the moment. I guess we can fix that quick, too. All right. But... as to where I was. There we go. Yeah, that's going to about do it for today. We got a lot more done in other areas. I totally forgot. I just blended that right into the thing. Yeah, we got more done in a different area than I was anticipating. Not unhappy with that at all. There we go. Fine. And let's get that. Yeah, no, I'm pretty pleased actually with most of how this came out. Except for that. I just realized what I did. And I really wish I hadn't done that. Alright, well, at least I can weld it back in. I totally forgot that I had that front only mounted by the forward area there, so when he put his new big toes on, he kind of cut them right off. Hey, everybody, I, once again, as always, appreciate you coming in and hanging out for another stream of Scrap Mechanic. I hope you're enjoying the build. I don't know where it's going to go, how it's going to end. We will have to see together. So if you got suggestions for it, though, and you happen to be watching this after stream is over, leave them in the comments. I will come check them out. If you want to see how it ends up, subscribe so you don't miss one. I'm not sure if we're going to do AV assembly or not on Monday. I haven't decided yet. There's a good chance of it. But, yeah, I don't know. That Chinook, I don't know if I can do better than that Chinook. I don't have a whole lot of ideas for it for AV assembly, so I'm not 100%. But anyway, as always, thank you again soon. Bye-bye.